Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestler Weekly Presents. I'm your host, Scottie Richardson, back for another episode here in Season 4. We have come down to Part 2 of 3. Remember, we are going through double-signed magazines as we showcase the collection here in Wrestler Weekly headquarters and in my man cave. And so I did want to mention, as I talked about the last episode that we had, that we're coming to an end, and really an end of an era. Wrestler Weekly presents Season 4, and this is our last season of the show, showcasing my collection of signed magazines and memorabilia. It's been a great ride. We got one episode left. And so here we are, part 2 of 3, and we're just going to get right to it. If you are new to Wrestler Weekly, welcome. You can catch us on all of our social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube at Wrestler Weekly. You can find t-shirts like this one at ProWrestlingTees.com. They do a great job for us. And also, if you want to learn more about Scottie and Reggie Richardson and my good buddy Mike Lee Otis, the Grand Wizard here at Wrestler Weekly, check out my book, Family Bacon Wrestling, which is on Amazon worldwide now. So check all of those things out. Articles that I've written are on 720wrestling.com. And we have a lot of things in store for the future. But for this show and this format, we are saying goodbye, and so we've got this episode, like I said, and one more to go, but we're going to hop right to it. This is part 2 of 3, random selection of magazines, and this one comes from us. I don't have a lot of WWF magazines. I was more of the Stanley Weston, Bill Apter, Stu Sachs, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Inside Wrestling is my all-time favorite, where you had the centerfold of all the ratings. And if you follow us at Wrestler Weekly, you can find those things on Fridays. Our hashtag is Friday, WWF Friday Ratings. And so the Friday ratings, we actually showcase a lot of those from The Wrestler and Inside Wrestling, as well as Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And we also get to the George Napolitano magazines, the Main Event, some other things that he did and that we love. And so, but this is a WWF magazine from December of 1995. It is double signed, and the Winged Eagle belt, this is double signed by Diesel, Kevin Nash, and the Hitman, Bret Hart. So a nice WWF magazine. Like I said, I don't have a lot of these. Was not a big fan or collector. I do have a few. This one is a program. This is the WWF Championship Wrestling, the official program of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. This is number 84. Willie Gilzenberg, the president. And this one is double signed. Program comes from Veterans Memorial, the Nassau Coliseum, and Friday, April 14th, 1978, for $1. You could pick up this. At the time, the champion was Bob Backlund. The challenger was Superstar Billy Graham. This is a world title rematch and double signed by two of the greats. If you missed my vlog of getting Bob Backlund to sign the blue backing WWF title, just flip back a couple episodes and I took our fans on a journey to go get that signed. So that was interesting. You check that out. This one is The Wrestler, February of 1982. I've had the privilege of meeting both of these wrestlers, and obviously I worked with one of them for about 6 months, spent a lot of time with him. I've met the other one, which is my all-time favorite wrestler, quite a few times. I've had great conversations through the years, but this is the wrestler, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Tommy Wildfire Rich, double-signed magazine. This is a famous one. I know a lot of you fans, a lot of people that are friends of mine on Wrestler Weekly have this copy and have it double-signed. And I have I've spoken about this one. I did a whole episode on Tommy Wildfire Rich and talked about that one more in detail, so you can go back and check that out. This is the Best of the Wrestler. This is one of my all-time favorite magazines, winter of 1981. This showcases the classic matches with bull rope matches and Texas death matches that happened in the summer of 1977, but this one is the best of going back in time, winter of 81. Double signed superstar Billy Graham and the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. And I've done some long form, as my good buddy Conrad Thompson likes to say. I've done some long form, in-depth detail on this magazine in the past. And so, as Conrad would say, go back in the archives and check it out. This one is double signed. It's February of 1984, the last battle of Atlanta. Tommy Wildfire Rich, Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer in the cage. And it's this one is signed by Tommy Wildfire Rich, but it's signed by also Austin Idol, if you can see in the top here. That's Austin Idol and Stan the Lariat Hansen. So it's not signed by Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. I wish it was, but it is double signed. Tommy Rich, Austin Idol. Got that one whenever I was working with both guys in Myrtle Beach for the grand opening of Tommy Wildfire Rich's school. This one is October of 83, The Wrestler, double signed. A record-shattering 7th title reign for Harley Race, defeating Ric Flair. This happened in the summer before Starrcade 83, so if you remember that. Harley Race with the title, Ric Flair with the crimson mask that he was famous for, and double signed. This one would be one of those that should probably be framed and on the wall. It is such a classic grappling cover. We've talked about the grappling covers versus the posed covers, and this next one is a posed cover. It's also, as like I said earlier, the George Napolitano magazine. This is Wrestling All-Stars, number 13, double signed by Sergeant Slaughter and Rick Martel. Martel with the AWA belt on. So again, anything that's posed on the cover with the belt, those are the mags that we love. And this one is double signed by two of the greats. All right, we've come to the last one. November of 1978. Remember, this will close part 2 of 3. Remember, the next episode will be our finale in our season and series ending finale coming up. So tell your friends. Make sure you are sharing our videos. Make sure you are giving us thumbs ups. Comment if you can. That always helps. And if you buy my book, please leave a review, because that certainly helps on Amazon. But this one is, like I said earlier, Inside Wrestling, my favorite magazine. And, you know, I like to do this from time to time, so I'm going to just do it right now. I like to open it up and just kind of give you a glimpse of what I just loved. As a kid, I could not wait. It was like Christmas morning to be able to, and you know what I would do? I would, if I saw Inside Wrestling in the grocery store on the magazine rack, I would pick it up and I would not open it up in the store. I would wait. It was almost like a pack of baseball cards where you didn't want to open them up in the car. It was always bad luck to open it up in the car. You want to wait till you got home, get to a good place, and so here it is. You would open it up and you get the official ratings with all the photos, NWA, AWA, WWWF, and most hated, most popular, and I always loved the tag teams. But this one showcases Bob Backlund, Nick Bockwinkel, Harley Race, the three champions when I was a kid, and then Dusty Rhodes is most popular and Ric Flair is most hated. That sounds right. And then the number one tag team was Baron Von Raschke and Greg Valentine. I mean, just doesn't get any better than this. So what is the magazine? The last one, the double-signed Showstopper, the Hot Mag, is signed by Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat, showcasing Dusty Rhodes and Dick Slater. Got Harley Race on the cover versus Steamboat. Just a fantastic mag and a great double-signed mag to finish part 2 of 3 of this segment. But again, thank you so much for all the support that you've given us. And I don't know if you know this, but this month, October 17th, this month, here in 2019, this is our 3rd year anniversary. That's right, 3 years of Wrestler Weekly on the scene. Could not have done it without you and your support. So we appreciate that. And on behalf of the Doctor, Reggie Richardson, and the Grand Wizard, Mike Leotis, I'm your host of Wrestler Weekly Presents, Scottie Richardson, the CEO of Wrestler Weekly. And man, so much more ahead. But for Wrestler Weekly Presents, we're coming down to the end. So tell your friends, share our video, and give us a like. Until next time, fans, so long for now.
Wrestler Weekly coming at you live. Tommy Wildfire Rich. The big debate. Old school, new school. Who cares? Wrestling Weekly, they bring you all the news.